Come to Remora TC to trade like a shark and not get eaten by one. Let's school together to protect and grow our money. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been about 8 days since I last did a video. I've been watching a lot of World Cup matches and enjoying them immensely. So today is July 4th. It's a holiday, so the markets are closed. I'd like for us to review last week's predictions and see how things have gone so far and see where things are going in the coming week. Let's start things off with Whirlpool. This one was one of the few long trades which I've been talking about for a while. And over the past week, it hasn't quite moved in the direction that I've anticipated. You can see here all of my indications of an upward bullish move. All the arrows are pointing up. And I even talked about this double bottom here for price to move upward. 8 days ago, let's see what day that was. So today, Thursday was yesterday, Thursday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so on this indecision candle down here was when I said that momentum is still to the upside. And has it changed even though there's this big red candle from yesterday? I don't see a change in momentum, to be honest. The momentum is still to the upside. My prediction remains, excuse me, positive for Whirlpool. And yeah, there's no change in the direction, really. So I'm in this long myself, hurting a bit, but I'm staying with the trade. Switching over to Nike. This one was also a long trade that I talked about. I put the whale indicator here to inform everybody that the big players are coming back in. They're accumulating, and there's no change, really. If you could get an entry above this green line here, that would be great. And you can see right here, let's zoom in. This was yesterday's price action. Let's move this out of the way real quick. You can see that price fought at this trend line here. And in the end, it closed beneath it, and it's an indecision candle. What I anticipate happening is price will bounce around here. Probably do something like this. And come back up. Let's see here. Okay, it'll bounce around. Actually, let me back up. It'll do one of these things here. It'll go down, up, right? It'll fight and eventually pop upward, okay? So that's kind of the overall direction that I see happening. Let's put it in like that. Okay. All right. So really, no change in direction for Nike other than up. We just have to be patient for the move. So I'm going to slide this over. Okay. With resistance up here at the gap fill. Okay, that's the first target. So from where we are here up to here, it's about a 20% move. Okay. No change, really. All of this is sideways price action. I'm in this long myself. Okay. Next up is Northrop Grumman. Okay. Northrop also has all of this positive momentum down here. You can see that I've informed everybody about the accumulation phase for the big fish, whales. And 8 days ago, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so it was at resistance here at the gap entry, got rejected. And then you can see that there's a little bit of additional volume coming in to buy it up. So really there is no change in the my prediction. It is to the upside. Okay, I'm going to move this as area of support up to there. Okay, so price will bounce around here at the gap this gap, upper edge of the gap, and then it'll continue. All right. So if you're able to get an entry, then great, because from where the support is right here to this trend line up here, it's about 12% move. Okay. I think it's a good trade. So that's Northrop. It's a trade. It's not a long-term investment. It's a trade. Okay. I'll just slide that 200-day over. So at the moment, positive price movement will continue for Northrop. Let's go over to triple Qs. I talked about triple Qs having a double top up here, and the momentum is to the downside. Okay. Right now, price is moving sideways. You could say that's consolidating. You know, some people would draw a consolidation like this. I'll just kind of draw it like that. Let's make this black. Okay. Duplicate this line real quick. And the reason why I'm saying that it's accumulation is that, a consolidation, is that that's what price action does. You know, so here's your triangle. It's just narrowing. It's getting more and more narrow along the triangle. And then based on the momentum change here, it will break underneath. Let's say it breaks over here. Okay. And then the overall direction continues to the downside. Okay, so don't be fooled. That's what's going to happen next for triple Qs. So from where we are there, up here-ish, down to the trend line, it's about 18, 17% down. Okay, so if you're in triple Qs up here, take your profits, be happy, because the next real move is to the downside. Okay. Microsoft is the next one. It is a key player within triple Qs. Okay, you can see that over the past 8 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so when I did the video, it was here. Price came down, and it's come back up. My prediction is to the downside. See all of this? It is to the downside, and I talked about support at this. Let me zoom out here. In my videos, I said there was support between the 341 and 350-ish. Okay, so look at that. Look at that. It came down, hit this 350, and used it as support. So the question is the support is the movement based on a momentum change? It is not. This is really just a flag. So for those who are familiar with my technical analysis approach, this is just a flag. Let me just delete this real quick. The overall direction is to the downside. So it's a flag. Let's draw the flag real quick, just so that you all can see it. Let's say it's like that. Let's draw the other part of the flag. I would draw it, let's say, like that. Okay. There's the flag, and it's going to break. And the flag pole goes something like this. Let's see. Okay, so you can see, and this is the hourly chart. See price above this trend line, price bouncing all along the underside of it. Price finally broke out, came back down, but it's all along this trend line. You can see it. And then here it is. So it's a flagging pattern. Okay, so it's like this. So let's duplicate this guy real quick. I'm going to do a quick clone. And let's say price breaks over here at the tip of this flag, right? Let's just say. And look at that. It comes right down. So the target is down here at the gap entry. And I've talked about this gap entry as a danger zone for a lot of long-term investors for Microsoft. So yeah, I'm going to delete this for now. That purple line coincided with this flag pull here, but I'll just delete it. So right now we're dealing with this flag, okay, right here. So the direction is to the downside. I'm just going to be extra clear for all of you. It's like this, okay? Extra clear. There is resistance up here. Let's pull this one over a little bit. And this will be a zone of resistance right along here. There you go. Okay. All right. That's Microsoft for everyone. Let's go over to GDX, the gold miners. The overall direction is to the downside, okay? According to my analysis with the momentum change up here. Go watch my prior videos. I'm not going to review all of it all the time. Okay, so I talked about resistance up here. It remains resistance. It's all along this trend line here. Let's delete some of these things just to clean it up, so that you all don't get confused. Price has been moving along this gap right here. It's moving sideways. Is there support, like upward move? There is not. In my opinion, there's no change in momentum. It's just price action. Price may move all the way back up here, hit resistance along this trend line here. But overall, it is to the downside, okay? And the line we're looking at is like along here as support, okay? So don't go long right now for GDX, even though they might tell you otherwise. Let's go over to the other play, Bitcoin. Now, this one I just love because I've been right for quite a bit. I talked about 58 here. Okay, price would come down to 58. I made that prediction many months ago. And indeed, it came down on this day, which was Thursday, the 26th. It came all the way down to $58,051. Okay, hit it again a whole bunch of times here along the 58. So you can see the price has bounced here a little bit. What you can also see is a momentum change here. So I'm going to annotate it. So this is positive momentum for all of you who are bullish on Bitcoin. So let's take a look. It's positive here. Okay, this is a momentum change. Is there a lot of volume yet? I mean, this is decent. This is decent, in fact. I'm going to put a whale here. Okay. So this may be a little bit of accumulation that's taking place. So my prediction to the downside came down to 58. I made a further prediction that it would come down to 42 based on what it does along this support line. Right now, it is holding support and it is bullish momentum. So let's delete this real quick and let's review this carefully. So do I see this as a reversal that price will in fact come back up to test the 200-day? So right now I'm going to draw this real quick. I want to take a look at this. Okay, let's make this black. So what I'm looking for is a trend line resistance. So I see a little bit of resistance along here. Okay. I'd go as far as to go like that. So then you might say, well, is this a breakout? Yeah, it might be a breakout, but only for the short term. Let's take a look. So what I'm wanting to see is there enough of a momentum change here and enough support here at 58 that price would come up and perhaps hit the 200-day. So what would that be? You know, if price were to go from where we are now to the 200 days, so about 15% move. Okay, with a risk of, let's say, if you were to, 7% risk, so 1 to 2. I mean, not great odds, really. So for the time being, I'm going to say no trade to the upside, even though there is a momentum change. I would be more pleased for you for a bullish move if price were to break down further. Let it break down further, and then find further support and produce even more momentum to the upside before we go long. So yes, I'm putting this here. okay, to say, yep, there's a accumulation taking place, but I'm not convinced yet, because that's how they move Bitcoin, that this is the time to go long. So I'm going to say, for the time being, I am going to put this here to say, it may come back up to hit resistance here. Okay, so let's say it comes back up, hits the underside of this trend line that poses resistance, and then I might say that price is going to go further to the downside, because I don't really think it's just not enough momentum change, okay, for Bitcoin to go long. So right now, I'm going to go like this, okay, bounce up to here, this zone up here, about 65.8, and then perhaps a rejection there, okay? So I'm not super pleased for you bulls to go long yet, because I'm not convinced yet. Let's go to American Express. I drew this as a upward move, accumulation down here, and I said, hey, price is going to move up, use this as support, and indeed it has. The 200-day as support, and it has. So at the moment, no change for American Express. Further price action upward. There is no momentum change. It is a bullish trade. Now, from where we are here, I think this is a good risk reward because this is support at 346. So from where we are here down to 346, let's say that's a 1.5 for a 7% move up. So that's a decent risk reward for all of you. On to Exxon Mobil. This was definitely a bearish momentum. I talked about it. Watch my prior videos. I informed everybody they're going to bait you. Price moves sideways, hit resistance up here, and it's been selling off. So the question is there support here? Okay, so I'm going to take a look here at the 200-day. There is a little bit of support on the 200-day. I'm going to draw it like this because I can see it. Okay, there is some support. So to be consistent, there is some support here, not a lot. I think what they'll do is they will move price up. Let's say they do a flag here. I'm just going to freehand this flag as I do. Right, they'll do something like this, and then, right, it'll be a flag of some sort, okay, and then it will break down. So let's go like, okay, so they'll do the flag, it'll break down from wherever it breaks down, there will be a continuation of selling, okay, so don't be fooled with the price action, because it still remains bearish in my eyes. Okay, and I'm going to make this blue, excuse me, as I do that. Okay, and then that is it for this week. You've got the usual set of tickers, so really no real fantastic long trades except for American Express. The rest of the trades are flagging bearish price action for further low prices, especially for all the tech stocks, okay? A buddy of mine did ask me to review SanDisk. I'll just give you a quick peek. Here's SanDisk. It's been ripping up there for the year, but I will need to do some of my technical analysis, draw the trend lines as well as the support areas, support price zones, and then give my prediction. And I'll do that for next week's video. All right, I hope you liked today's video. Please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share my video with your friends and family. If you have a ticker that you'd like for me to review, such as SanDisk here with my buddy T, then give me a comment, and then I'll take a look for you. All right? Good luck with your trades, and I'll see you next time.